What it do, what it does, YouTube, and welcome back to another episode. Nahaba Pizza Mo Gang, you know who it is. If you are a returning subscriber, I just want to let you know how much of a gorgeous, wholesome you are. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure to hit that red button, and while you're at that, don't forget to hit that notification bell. Anyway, can we just talk about how I really thought I was recording this video and the entire time I wasn't? It makes me feel so stupid. Two, I don't know what's going on with my camera. Like, the settings are off. 4K is not working. I tried HD. Like, guys, please bear with me if I look funny. It's literally the camera settings. Like, that's what's basically happening. First and foremost, this is my very first video in 2023, so I just want to say Happy New Year's, Goledzwa, compliments for the year. 2023, who's this? Who this? You get what I'm saying? I hope you guys had a fantastic New Year's Eve. I mean, mine was pretty much hectic. Anyway, let's not talk about that. Secondly, can I just say, very proud sponsored video by Braids by Monica. Do you see these twists? These are called twisted locks. They are locks, baby, twisted locks, and I'm enjoying them. I'm loving them. I love how I look elevated, like from a to a, something very considerable. I'm loving these braids. I love how they're so convenient and so light. I can style them in many different forms and I'll look like a different girl in all the looks. You get what I'm saying? Two, they're so light. They're not as tiring as braids because braids get so hot, especially in this kind of season. It's summer. They get so unbearable because it's hot and they just have a way of producing their own heat. But these ones are super light. Like, I don't know, I love them. And they make you look like a Rihanna. I'm telling you, they make you look like some superstar. It just elevates the look. You look like a walking baddie, a walking temptation when you're in these things. No, I promise you, you should get these done by Braids by Monica. I'll leave her number somewhere down below. You will thank me later. You will come to this video and thank me later on the comment section. But anyway, as you can see by the title of the video, we're going to talk about things that I feel we need to discover about ourselves in the year 2023. It's a new year. We're moving differently. We are just elevating to the top. We go. Yes, I feel like this video was mainly inspired by how I've been outing lately. Like this past December, I have been no introvert. I haven't been in the house. I was out and about, grooving every chance I get to, right? And I've noticed that in a lot of friendship circles that people have, not me, but people have, maybe I noticed this with myself too, maybe, there are conversations that are not being had, right? They're very vital conversations that as friends, as group circles, we are not having in this very sad generation that we're in. My 2K, we're not talking about very valuable things that make us us, things that make us unique and very deviant from the other person. You get what I'm saying? And it bothers me. It really bothers me. It aches me. It's concerning how a lot of us are just swept off by the wind. We go where the wind blows, Munyana. It's just not it. Like, it's a point where peer pressure has just managed to engulf a lot of people, and we no longer do the things that we do for ourselves. We do them for our peers. You get what I'm saying? Things like drinking alcohol, which I just feel like, no, I'm not gonna participate in that. No, it's not mine. Like, it's peer pressure. Alcohol is peer pressure. The going out, the drugs, the this, the that, the boys, the girls, the that, the cheating, the what. Most of it, you can just see it's influenced by the people you surround yourself with. And you are only in a dangerous position when you do not know what makes you you. You understand? So To begin with, the very mandatory thing you need to know about yourself this 2023 is, who are you? Take this moment to just ask yourself this question: who are you? How do you define that? How would you answer that question? If it's something that you like stutter to answer, then we have a problem there, right? Who are you? Like, maybe you're on a date with someone, just explain to them, what are you all about? What makes you you? Who are you? What is your unique selling point in business terms? What is that one thing I can bottle about you and brand in order to sell it to a customer and it's sellable? It's not something that would fail on the market. What is that? What are the components that make up that person, right? And if, like, you need to really break it down. Who are you? Is it what you are? Like, maybe you could just start by, okay, no, Maradi is just a teenage girl who goes to Al Noor, who's 18 years old, what. Are you what you are? Or maybe I'm just a little girl in the city, what. Or are you, for me, like, that's not the route I'd go for, because that's just what I am. Who I really am, only I can know and express it. Alright, one thing I always write in my essays, my personal statements and stuff like that when applying for uni, is that I believe I'm a stellar revolutionary. I'm a visionary person. Like, I stand for that. You get what I'm saying? I will not take the beaten path to just say, no, I'm 18. I'm a girl. I'm from Botswana. I do this. No. Understand who you really are. What makes you you? What makes you authentic? What makes you unique from the other person? If you get to understand that, value that, and run away with it, you are just unshakable. You are going to be unapologetic, right? These are the things that, even on dates, I don't think you guys talk about these things. And you need to really be firm about what you are, who you are. Be firm about where you because you know who you are, you know you don't just go where the wind blows. You're not just gonna agree with what who and who says. No, you embrace who you are and stick to that person. You become firm with that person. And then another thing that leads to, if you know yourself, you know what exactly you stand for. You know what your purpose is on this earth. So yeah, after knowing who you are, what do you stand for exactly? Like, what do you represent in human form? You get what I'm saying? What do you symbolize? You need to understand that. Like, for me, I feel like, okay, in as much as I'm a stellar revolutionary, I stand for change. Because a lot of the times, girls who do this, girls who got fake eyelashes, girl with extensions like me, I never viewed the same. It's always a stereotype. We just expected to depend on a man for something, or to just be the dumbest of them all, or to just not be the hardworking people that we really are. You get what I'm saying? In most cases, it's just people expect the worst from you if you're gonna have nails on or this, No. What you see, right, is not what makes up the person in me, right? You need to understand that. So what I mean by change is that in most industries, in most careers, in most fields, not everyone who looks like this, who is as flamboyant and as in my feminine as I am, is viewed as qualifying to get in those fields. An example, athletics. Like, every time I tell a person in the gym that I'm an athlete, I run, they're like, girl, what do you mean you run? Like, what do you mean you run? Like, not all the, no, I've never seen a pretty girl run, so do you actually run? What do you mean you run? You get what I'm saying? They're like, no, athletes don't look like you. What do you mean athletes don't look like me? I kick butt, I'm talented, and I'm here to literally represent what my calling is. Wait, is it my calling really? Okay, whatever, but you get what I'm saying. So you get to understand, oh my God, stabilization, the mic. But yeah, get to understand what exactly you stand for, what your purpose is, what difference do you make. You get what I'm saying? As time goes on, you get to understand that, no, I was put on this earth for a reason. I'm living for a reason, right? The minute you understand what your stand is, you align with a lot of things that are meant for you. You get what I'm saying? The third thing that you need to realize about yourself is what impact do you really have on the people around you, your friendship circles, the community. Like, if you get to understand yourself, know what you stand for, those aspects, all the things that you've put together about yourself, how exactly do they impact another person? Like, it's more to do with energy frequencies. Do your waves, energy waves, frequencies gel in with of society or the next person, or what you're doing is that you are way above them? Or I don't know much about energies, but I know that you can feel a wrong energy when you're in that room, when you're in its presence, right? So get to understand what type of energy you exert. If you give off love is supposed to be reflected to you. If you give off just happy vibes, joy, if you give off those blissful vibrations, they are supposed to reflect right back at you. So that's what I mean by community. What impact do you have on another person? Like, you never know. Maybe, and as much as you know what you stand for, you're confident in yourself, you may be not mindful or sensitive to another person's personality, right? I always experience this a lot with a few friends of mine, where the clash is only because another person is not ready to be corrected or ready to be told that, no, I don't like the way you make me feel about this and that, right? You should be mindful of that. You're making someone else feel bad, and the same, one way or the other, is going to come back to you. Karma is something that is so real, okay? That's what we're talking about here. How do you make another person feel? What impact do you have on them? Do you inspire them to be their way? Do you inspire them in a way as you are a role model to them? Or are you one person that they just despise so much that they're like, it's her again? What impact do you really make on maybe your siblings, in your work environment or your schooling environment? How exactly are you treated? What do you give off that you reflect back? Like, be mindful of that, right? Okay, after being able to evaluate all of these things I've talked about, one thing you need to really dot down sharply and precisely is what your wants are, what your needs are, right? Be it in a scenario of relationship, academics, work, family, whatever it is, whatever scenario it is, you need to understand what your wants are and what your needs are. A person that is shaken and easily blown out by the wind can be persuaded very swiftly into thinking that, no, this is what you want and this is what you need. We need to understand that in life, we get to experience a lot of people and a lot of situations, right? And no matter what the instance is, you have to remember who you are and what you stand for at all the times, and what impact you have, your personality has on your environment, right? If you get to understand those very firmly, you will know exactly what is not meant for you, what you don't want at all, and what you need, right? You won't be put in a situation where you are compromised and all of the times, and you are limited to the bare minimum, things you're not deserving of. Like, it can be in an academic scenario whereby a teacher tells you that, really, for the longest time you've been failing. What makes you think you can get top achievers for you can get an A star for chemistry? You get what I'm saying? Know exactly what you want. What you want is to get that A star. Establish that and come to terms with the fact that this is what you're going to achieve. And what you need to do is be responsible, be accountable, be very cognizant of what you're expected to do at all the times. Study where you have to do whatever, do this, ask questions, do all of that. What you want and what you need to understand. Be it like in relationship terms where you just see in your terms, this person is a red flag, but you really need that energy. You don't. Focus on what you are, who you are, and filling in your cup by what you want and what you need, fulfilling it yourself than trying to find it in other people. That says a lot more about how we easily use people as a way to fill our voids, things that we haven't healed from and stuff like that, when in actual you don't understand who you are, what you stand for, and what impact you have on the earth. So it's very important to just evaluate as Moradi, what I want for myself is to achieve this, to get there, to do so and so, do this for my parents, achieve this, get my degree, blah, blah, blah. What do I need to get all of these goals? Is to work hard, make sure that I study, make sure that I do what is expected of me, I'm responsible, I'm accountable, I'm a leader of my own life, and I'm an author of my own story. You get what I'm saying? Yes. So come up with those wants and needs. What do you want in a relationship? What do you want? Is it respect that I want? Is it love, attention, affection? Whatever your love languages are. When it comes to relationships, I really don't want to say much because I haven't been in one. I don't have first experience of what a relationship is like. So I don't want to lie to anyone. If I'm lying to you guys, I don't even believe in love. Ew. Anyway, yeah, you need to understand those, that what are your wants, what are your needs in every scenario, and get that together. If you are very firm and stern and fierce about what your wants are, what your needs are, you won't see yourself attracting nonsense. No, you will automatically attract the things that you are deserving of, that are meant for you, things that make sense, things that add value to you, things that make you a better person. You get what I'm saying? And you being able to assess all of that, is that your wants and what your needs are, you're gonna get to a point where you discover what your weakness and strengths are. Like I say, every moment in your life is an experience, right? You engaging with someone as a friend, as a parent, as whatever the relationship level status may be, you guys are learning from each other. It is an experience. Discover what your weaknesses are and what your strengths are, right? It's as simple as you knowing that maybe I'm good at math, but in this particular, I don't know, calculus section, I don't understand this. It's very possible for you to evaluate that when you are friends with someone. Like my friend and I always say this, guys, a friendship is always like you treat friendship like a relationship. You guys are always invested in a relationship, but forget that your friendships are one and the same thing as a relationship. Like, as two people in a friendship or whatever, you need to ensure that you fill each other's cups, right? It's never one way where maybe the other person is draining their cup to fill up yours, or the other way around. No, you need to be two whole people for you guys to come to a level of understanding. Very important that you learn to understand that even to another person you are inexperienced, right? The other way around is an experience. You get to notice that, okay, I can be a communicator, I can be a good advisor, I can be a good this and this. You get to realize traits about yourself that you didn't know, because what you are learning from that, right? It's always a learning curve. So just get to realize from your interactions that what are your weaknesses versus what are your strengths. I remember, when was it, Form 5, I think, yeah, 2021. I used to talk to this particular gent, like, I don't know when I'm talking about him, but one thing I noticed that he really evoked from me was that I can really be a good communicator, hey? For all this time, I just thought I knew I couldn't communicate for very one reason. There was a time I was friends with this particular person who always shut my voice out. And they would minimize my voice to this small. Like, my opinion was always invalid to them. Every time I'd say something, it was just like, I'm hurting their ears, right? Because anyway, I don't want to say the reasons why the person did that, but it was just to make me small for just a very stupid reason, right? So because of that, I got to feel like, what's the use of communicating how I really feel? What's the use of communicating what my opinion really is? You get what I'm saying? But that particular gent, he made me realize that I can talk when I want to. I can be very assertive and not even doubt a thing about myself, and be very fierce in whatever I say. I can be very strongly opinionated when I want to be. And I don't know, I was like, that was a beautiful side of me I got to experience. Like, in as much as things turned out the way they did, we never dated or anything like that, so we just talked for some time. I guess things happen, hey? So I guess like that itself just taught me that no, it made me realize what exactly I've been trying to heal from. You know what I'm saying? What I'm trying to better, being a better speaker. I think that's the main reason why I'm on YouTube, so that I can speak more, express myself more, and really understand how I feel, have that emotional intelligence. You get what I'm saying? To be mindful of others and be mindful of myself, and even in stressful situations, stuff like that. Right. Yeah, but all in all, I need you guys to understand that when a person who knows themselves, who knows what they stand for, really aligns with a lot of the things they are deserving of and is meant for them. You get what I'm saying? You won't find yourself in a sticky situation where you are settling for the bare minimum and your standards are just below, like they're low. And also, by standards, especially to girls, I don't mean look for any daughter with a car, any daughter with a what. No. You need to understand that standards are the quality of person that you settle for. I'm one person who truly believes in not introducing yourself to something you can't maintain, right? You want to you have all these high standards of a person who does this, blah, 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 blah. You become dependent on all of those things, and the time those things are stripped away from you, it's a painful fall. It's a fall from grace. I'm telling you this. So never allow yourself to be in those types of situations. You get to understand that if I really want something, I can get it. If I want that A-star, I can get it. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, I feel like that's all that I really wanted to talk about. I've been trying to shoot this multiple times. My camera was dying. This. That's why I feel like I died down as the video went by. But I really hope you have enjoyed and have learned something, and you're ready to learn something about yourself. You're ready to understand what impact you have to your society, what change do you bring to your society, and stuff like that, you know. I hope you're enjoying the year. I hope the year treats you beautifully. 2023 is your year, and understand what your wants are, what your needs are, what your goals are. Evaluate everything, bisect yourself if you have to, and believe in that. Be very unapologetic about that. I'll see you on the next one. I'll see you on the next one. Make sure to comment down below and make me understand the type of person that you are, what you've noticed about yourself, what impact you have, what your weaknesses are, your strengths are. Like, it's a conversation we can really talk about, right? Because it's not so easy for just everyone. It's not every Jack and Jill that knows how to evaluate themselves like that. But yes, I hope you've learned a lot. I'll see you on the next one.